Alright, let's pick someone. Rook, maybe? They got Pulse, Tachanka, Castle. Let's go Frost. I like Frost. I've had a few games with Frost. Let's see if, excuse me. See if we can get a good game while recording for you guys. Why does it seem like every time that I'm not recording, I get good gameplay? I don't know. Yeah. Let's see.
Barricade the room. We need to protect the biohazard container.
Okay. Just set the shit down. Not there. Why did I? Okay. So the one thing that I always like to do is try to spot the shield right on the doorway. And I have yet to get a
Op 4 drone has found the
bear
biohazard
trap
container.
kill. Still have not been able to get one. I'm still hoping that this trick here.
10 seconds remaining.
I'm still hoping that this trick here works.
5 seconds
And then this one,
Setting the welcome.
I know there's a door right above the
Protect the
ceiling.
biohazard container at all
Something's
costs.
there. And I hear it. Do you guys hear the drone? I don't see it. I hear it, don't see it. Someone else will get it. Maybe. Oh. Should have been a kill. Should have been a kill. I do want to apologize if I am quiet. Just concentrating. Not there. They're coming from over there. There we go. Got him. Look at that. Fuse is upstairs. Hold on, buddy.
Friendly injured. Administering aid.
Hold on, buddy. Where's he going? Where's he going? And he went right where I ran. Okay, on to round 2. We won the first round. I'm not gonna show you guys the in-game after I die. It just takes too long. Those videos are always super long. They're like between 15 and I would say 25 minutes. If you win, I think if you win roughly 3 games in a row, depending on how fast you kill them, they take around 15 minutes. Maybe. Okay. Sometimes the loading takes forever.
Find the biohazard
Sometimes
container location.
it's pretty quick like this. Okay. I wasn't gonna make this into a tips and tricks video because I'm new to the game, like I said, but some of the tips and tricks that I have learned while playing is sometimes when you're on your drone and you just sit there and listen, you can actually hear where the walls are, the reinforcements are going up. If you have headsets, you can hear it coming from the left or the right side. That's where it's coming from. But if you're close to
Clear to engage.
a set of stairs, shoot this. Camera. That's gonna be my second tip or trick or whatever. Back to number 1. If you're next to a set of stairs, that's gonna be the tricky part because you're gonna hear the sound, let's say, coming from your left, and there's a set of stairs there. doesn't necessarily is coming from the first floor. It could be coming from the second floor, and even maybe coming from the third floor. But that will be something that you will just have to learn as you play in the game. I've gotten pretty good at making a decision on where to go once I hear the sounds. Make sure it's in here. Doesn't seem like there's here. Nope. Okay. Now, tip number 2. Always try to remember, if you can, where the cameras are. If you're attacking, you definitely want to know where the cameras are. Shoot them. Shoot them all if you can. That way, the enemy has no clue where you're coming from. That's my tip number 2. And I guess tip number 3, I didn't think it was, like I said, I didn't think it was going to be a tips and tricks, but these are, like I said, I'm not, I guess I'm still considered a noob. I don't know at what point, what level you stop being one, but I think of myself as, see, look, I knew the camera was there, and I waited because I wasn't sure who was coming, but now he knows where we are, or where I am. Right there. Okay. Again, I don't know at what point and what level do I stop becoming a noob, but I'm just giving you guys the tips that help me. Number 3. Try to, as safely as possible, to get on your drone and find out where the enemy is. Just like they're trying to do when they go on the cameras. If you knock those cameras out and you're on your drone, you can spot them, but they won't know where you're at unless you're being very loud. So try to walk like crouching and not try to run unless it's necessary for you to run within the game. That's my tip number 3. I'm not sure if I'm gonna have more as I play, but we'll see what pops in my head while playing. So, Bandit, Tachanka, Castle, Pulse, and View. This is part of the loading thing that I'm talking about. Sometimes it takes forever. I think it's because it's client-based, meaning, well, honestly, I really don't know what that means, but I think it's because it's more based on our internet connectivity instead of it being server-based. But even if it's server-based, wouldn't it still be client connectivity? Because it's due to the client's internet? I don't know. Either way, I think it'd be better if it's still server-based. The other day I was playing with a guy. His connection, no joke, at one point was almost 600. Okay. Checking down.
10 seconds.
No drone to shoot.
5 seconds to insertion.
Shoot that one.
Op 4 drone located the biohazard container. Protect the biohazard container at all costs.
Put that one down right here. And hide. Go hide.
Device activated.
Yeah. Again, like I said, get on the camera, try to spot them. I guess this is another extension of tip number 2. Spot them when they're outside. When they're inside the building, just look at them through the camera, and even if your friends or your teammates don't have headsets, still let them know where they're at without marking the enemy. Because you mark the enemy, they know that you're marking them, so they're going to shoot the camera. It's better if you do not mark them and just kind of tell your teammates, I knew I heard someone. I knew I heard someone back there. I heard the shield. What was that? On to round number 4. We lost round number 3. Obviously, you can tell by the scoreboard above. Let's see. Ash, Fuse, Thermite. Let's go with Aaron Rodgers. You can't tell me he doesn't look like Aaron Rodgers. Seriously. Buck Rogers. So, let's see.
Find the biohazard container location.
Tip number 1 was... Damn, I forgot already what tip number 1 was. What was tip number 1? Hold on, I gotta remember this. I know cameras and drone. Cameras and drone. Damn, what was tip number 1? I cannot remember. Wow. That is insane. Can I spot? Yeah, I can spot him from here. Do it again.
Well done. Biohazard
Easy
container
second.
located.
Didn't get him.
10 seconds before insertion.
Gotta get in here without them shooting the drone. Run, run, run,
Insertion in
run,
5
run,
seconds.
run.
Proceed to the biohazard container and secure it.
Get back on and try to save him. Save him from so they don't kill him. That's Jaeger. Yep, that's Jaeger. Get clear! Mute. I hate when they shoot my drone. I really do hate it. Camera, shoot one. I'm still trying to think of what freaking tip number 1 was. Cannot remember. That's insane. So I have to look back in the video and try to remember what that was. Anyways, tip number 1, blank. Until I remember. Tip number 2, shoot the cameras. Look at that. Right on cue. Tip number 3, drones. Try to get on your drones safely. They're obviously in the room right there.
One friendly operator
You get on
remaining.
the drone. Try to spot them, see where they're at. And be quiet. Be very, very quiet. Here's one. Who is that? Jaeger. Sometimes it's good too if you spot them like that and just shoot at the red dot. But he obviously moved, or else I would have got him. Okay, so that looks like... Who is that? I know it's Jaeger. Who's the other person? There. They're in here. Wasn't that a headshot? And no, it was not a headshot. It was a shoulder shot. It was about 6 inches to the left of his head. Going with mute again. Pulse, Castle, Cap, Can. Did I say his name? Cap, Can? Cap, Can. Cap, Can. Sounds cool to say, if I'm saying it correctly. And the recruit. It's taking too long. Taking way too long to pick your character.
Barricade the room. We need to protect the biohazard container.
Alright, we gotta win this, boys. Let's do this. Can we get the W? No, I want to use a C4. Put the jammer down. Whenever I play mute, it's very difficult for me to know where to put the jammer down. Because there's some times where I'm like, okay, I put the jammer down in like super like awesome locations, all of them. No, somehow they
10
find the
seconds
objective.
to insertion.
Somehow. How? No idea. But somehow they
Down to
find
5
it.
seconds.
Okay.
Op 4 has
Cameras.
located the biohazard container.
Again. When you're on the cameras, spot them when they're outside. Do not spot them when they're inside. Unless you're playing on a team. It usually helps when you're on a team. And then if you're still alive, or yeah, if you're still alive, you can tell your teammates, hey, get on the camera, spot them once, and then I'll let you know when to spot them again if they don't shoot the camera. Or if you're on the camera, you tell your teammate the same thing. Hey, I'm gonna be on the camera. Let me know if you want me to spot them. Okay, and they're coming from over there because I saw them shoot my jammer.
Prevent further access to the bio. Stop the hostiles from securing the biohazard container.
The fuse is dead. Tip number 4. Hold on. Okay, tip number 4. When I down someone like that, you can or cannot, depending on your skill level or how you think your skill level is. For me, I've been playing it for a little bit. I think it's pretty good. So what I do, hold on. Oh. Okay, how did that not? Okay, so I leave someone alive as bait, pretty much, and I hope. I don't know how many times this has happened. My teammates kill the bait because they want the kill, they want the points, and I'm like for me, yeah, points are cool and everything, but for me, it's honestly is more about the win. If I have to die to win, then I will. Probably coming this way. I think I heard him on the left. Nope, on the right. Oh man.
4 remaining.
See, I would have left her alive, but I don't. It doesn't matter at this point because it's a 2v1. Well, I guess it does. He's outside. He's outside the window. To the left. To the left. To the left. To the right. To the right. To the left. Okay. Keep an eye out. Keep an eye out. All right, teammate. You look through the window. I'll look to the left. As I was saying, there's been times where I leave someone bleeding on the ground, and the teammate comes, and I'll get 2 for the price of 1, or sometimes even 3 for the price of 1. And there's the win, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you like this video. My noob tips and tricks. 3-2. Orange team wins. I get the MVP.